What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and today you are checking out our Attitude Year Season 2 recap. And today we are debuting the first episode of WWE SmackDown ever. It took place on April 29th, 1999 in Hartford, Connecticut. This is a one-off show. SmackDown wouldn't become a weekly event until the end of August. So we got a couple of months until we get there. But let's jump right into the action. They're live in Hartford, Connecticut. And to start out SmackDown, Vince and Stephanie McMahon come out. Vince says, "Tonight I took the first step in regaining control of my company. In the future, I'm going to thank those who helped me. First, Ken Shamrock for helping Stephanie, The Big Show, and most especially Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stephanie says, "I like to personally thank them all for helping me. I was taken against my will, and I never felt so powerless in my life. Undertaker kept touching me and whispering in my ear, for whatever reason, you did it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, I hope you burn in hell." Vince says, "Stone Cold Steve Austin, I promise." And then Shane, the corporation, come out. Shane says, "I have to address one thing. Did you not think myself, the corporation, would have been there for you? What happened to the most ruthless tycoon? You're thanking Stone Cold Steve Austin? As it relates to business, I don't give a rat's ass about my sister, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or you. You better get your attitude out of my face before I slap the wrinkles off of yours." Vince says, "You're acting like a little boy." Vince and Stephanie leave. Shane says, "There have been two people who are tied to become number one contender on my hit list, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Tonight, Austin will team with The Rock against Triple H. And are there any takers to be his partner?" We see Undertaker on the Titantron. He tells Stone Cold Steve Austin that he sticked his nose in the wrong business, and tonight I will be the judge, jury, and executioner, and even the coroner. So it looks like we're going to get Undertaker and Triple H versus The Rock and Stone Cold. Jeff Jarrett is looking for Owen Hart backstage. We see the Blue Blazers saying the WWE needs a hero. So we have Val Venis taking on Jeff Jarrett with Deborah. Before the match can take place, Blue Blazer attacks Val with a missile dropkick, and the match becomes Val Venis versus the Blue Blazers. During the match, China gets on the apron. She tries to take off her shirt. Val hits a fisherman's buster, but Jeff Jarrett hits a low blow, and the Blue Blazer rolls up Jeff Jarrett. I'm sorry, Blue Blazer rose up Val Venis for the win. After Nicole Bass comes out and Val runs away from her, the Godfather attacks the Blue Blazer and Jeff Jarrett. Chop blocks the Godfather's leg and they attack. Jarrett hits the stroke and the Blazer attacks Godfather. Blazer then says he's looking for Owen Hart. Everything in the WWE is deplorable. Next, we have the Big Show defeating Test after a quick match with a dropkick and a choke slam. After the Big Boss Man hits Test with a nightstick and chokes him with it until the Big Show runs back in to draw the Big Boss Man away. The Rock comes out next. The Rock says, "Shane and Triple H, you're going to depart SmackDown with my foot up your ass. Stone Cold Steve Austin, we ain't friends. If you get in my way, I'll stick these horns straight up your ass." Stone Cold Steve Austin then comes out. Austin says, "You will always be the same punk kid spitting out nursery rhymes. Stone Cold Steve Austin will knock them stupid horns off your head." Shane then comes out. Shane said, "Isn't that cute? My plan is getting bigger and bigger as we speak." The Undertaker stands next to Shane on the stage. Shane says, "Let me spell out the power some more." The corporation and the ministry stand together on the stage, and Shane says, "Let me introduce to you the corporate ministry." So now officially the Ministry of Darkness and the corporation have joined forces with Shane McMahon as the leader. X-Pac and Kane review backstage. X-Pac says Kane likes things unpredictable. We have Droz with Prince Albert taking on D'Lo Brown with Ivory. During the match, Prince hits D'Lo and nails a sit-out power slam, and D'Lo Brown gets the win by disqualification. After Prince Albert grabs a kneel, but Mark Henry returns and takes out Albert and Droz. Thank God for Henry, otherwise D'Lo Brown would have been tattooed. The New Age Outlaws are interviewed. Road Dogg says X-Pac is a close friend of mine, but Mr. Ass says there's no friends when it comes to the tag titles. Next, the tag champions X-Pac and Kane take on the New Age Outlaws. This is a good tag match here. The end came when X-Pac misses a Bronco Buster, Road Dogg. Mr. Ass nails a Fairmaster, but X-Pac breaks up the pin. And then the New Age Outlaws lift up X-Pac. Kane sends Road Dogg into Mr. Ass. And then X-Pac falls on top of Mr. Ass to get a 3 count. X-Pac and Kane retain the titles. In the parking lot, Mr. Ass argues with the Road Dogg and tells him there won't be a team again. So Mr. Ass is not happy with the Road Dogg. He doesn't want to work. Michael Hayes comes down and introduces the Brood. Gangrel says that we had a guiding light under the Undertaker. The search for the hereafter and power is what we seek. Michael says the same. Some think the Brood are off the charts. Edge says they will understand we are who we are. We will become what we will become. Doc, I suggest you beware and take care because the freaks come out at night. Michael Hayes says it's a gimmick. The Brood attack Doc and they give him a bloodbath. Interesting developments here with Michael Hayes. I don't know why he's attacking the Brood, but there you have it. Next, we get a street fight. Ken Shamrock taking on Bradshaw. The end comes when Shamrock hits Bradshaw with a bat, and he chokes him with the bat. After the match, Ken Shamrock keeps the bat applied. He attacks Sergeant Slaughter with the bat, and Ken Shamrock is pissed. He's not happy. Mankind's interviewed in the boiler room. We have Mankind taking on the Big Boss Man. Test comes out during the match and sends the Boss Man back into the ring when he tries to leave. Big Show comes out and military presses Boss Man into the ring, and then Mankind applies Mr. Saka. Backstage, Mr. Ass attacks X-Pac until Kane pulls him off, and we have made it to our main event. The Undertaker and Triple H with China, the Mean Street Posse, and Paul Bearer taking on The Rock and WWE Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin. The end comes when the corporate ministry attacks Stone Cold and The Rock. Big Show, Test, and Ken Shamrock run out to make the save. Undertaker chokeslams Stone Cold Steve Austin. Vince comes out and punches Shane McMahon. Undertaker hits Vince with a steel chair shot. Shane attacks Vince until Stone Cold nails a stunner to Shane. So pandemonium ending SmackDown. On this episode, we get the corporate ministry finally coming together. Vince attacking Shane. Austin nailing a stunner to Shane. The Rock and Austin working together. Mr. Ass turning on DX. A lot of action here on SmackDown. A couple weeks away from Over the Edge, 1999. Excited for that. We're on the road to May. With that, stay safe and stay uncensored.